right, very good evening. We didn't do that good today. Matter of fact, we haven't done that good while we've been on pre-season. Shocking. We've got people, we have people. Very, very good evening. So we shall now talk about the bad points. No players. Joe Willock, injured. Oh my lord. Not what we all signed up for. 23 here, get in. And we got 2 likes. Get in. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Now, got something for you. I had a video call today. Video call was with Universal Credit, who are happy. They are happy that I'm trying and doing something positive. So that's a plus sign, isn't it? Department of Works and Pensions are happy with me, but you're not. Yeah, you're not. Isn't that amazing? Wilco isn't a big miss. He's been poor or injured for the best part. Well, one thing I'm going to say about Joe Willock. Pull your finger out. End of. Now, there was talk yesterday that Yasser Al-Rumian was talking to Alexander Isak. Again, ultra, mega, top secret. If you are not above a certain pay grade, nobody knows now. Well, do you know the thing is, right? So-called Jody. There was two messages together this morning. And sometimes when you press on the thing on your mobile phone, chat does that. It just does that. And that's what happened. Now, I made the apology straight away. The other person's timed out for 24 hours. Yeah. So, currently, nobody wants to join Newcastle United. So, does that mean we have to raid the Championship? Does that mean we've got to go down into the Championship to find players from League One, League Two, who, they've been promoted? Because I totally and utterly find it shocking. I didn't ban. I did not ban. It was a timeout. We go abroad. Spot on. Europe, yes. There are plenty out there. But who, like Magpie Channel TV mentioned, half an hour ago? Who do we bring in? Who do we bring in? Delap didn't want to join. Delap didn't want to join. You had... who was he? That player that Chelsea bought, man? It was Delap. Chelsea bought a number of different players. I can't think of the name of the player. Now, we need to give the club a good shake up. A proper good shake up. Because this is totally unacceptable. Muniz, according to the Sun, he's a Fulham player. Seen him. He scored at St James's Park. So he does know where the back of the net is. He does know where the back of the net is. However, this is just a shambles, an absolute, utter shambles. And do you want to know something? The most interesting thing, yeah? There's a person came into comments earlier, Daryl. Daryl turned around and says, "Oh, I'm going to grass on you for illegally streaming. I'm going to grass on you." I was like, "Yeah, man, grow up a big pair, because if you're going to grass me, grass everybody else, grass the world, or put a big pair on." You know, fed up, man. So yes, this afternoon I did my video call, and Kaylee was very happy. Because I was. Here's the daft thing: utterly daft and utterly stupid. But here's the thing: you go to the doctor's, 10 minutes. So you've got to go in, sit down, and speak to that doctor. Everything in 10 minutes. Job centre's the same. Job centre is exactly the same. And I'm thinking, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. But she was lovely. She really was lovely. Yes, Steve, yes, they are following. Because, like I said to Kaylee today, when I put in my journal, it's very detailed. And I said to her, I says, "Look, you're giving us 10 minutes to talk to you. Yeah? And I've got to breathe." So she goes, "Yes, your journal is extremely well detailed." And I says, "That's the plan. That is the whole plan." And she went, "It's exciting." And that's Kaylee saying it. It's exciting. She also turned round and said they have a training program as well within Department of Works and Pensions. They have a training program where you can learn one thing and then you go and learn something completely different. So she was well over the moon when I said about training people to start one place and move across to another. That really excited her. And the one thing which I've been messaging a lady as well today, and no doubt shortly we'll do another video call. So I'm excited about that. And lots of things. Good evening, David. Who else? I might pronounce this wrong. Is that Sepri? Well, let me just say this much, David. You will see her on Seeking You. You will see her there. You might even see her at Geordie Nation. Yeah, you might. But she is very interested. And the hope is this is a brand new journey, hopefully. And if it is a brand new journey, get in, man. But you're not going to see everything. No, you're not going to see everything. You will see podcasts. You will see the content with Seeking You, Geordie Nation. Pardon me. So you will see that. It's a website. It's a website with a difference. Something just a little bit different. Would you ever hold an interest in going onto Dragon's Den? Nope. Not interested. There's two different versions. You got Dragon's Den, and over in the United States of America, there is a version called Shark Tank. But no, I wouldn't. It's word of mouth. It's word of mouth through different forms of social media. Instagram, Facebook, and other forms of social media. Would I fight a shark in a tank? Who would win? Who would win? There's your answer. You cannot just rely on word of mouth. Well, no, I'm not just relying on that. I'm relying on something else as well. And the things which are now in motion, they're going to help. There's lots of fingers in lots of pies right at this moment in time. I haven't seen you for a while. Are you still doing those pictures for the club? Yes, they're on the computer. Would you rather pump with Trump or share a banana? Man, oh man. Well, the one thing I want to be able to achieve, I was checking this morning, Trump coin is £7 and I think it was 15 pence. It was £7.65 at the weekend. So I would like to achieve at some point £7 for my own. And then offer cameraman a job, video editor a job, driver a job, etc. Have you had any business cards printed yet? Not yet. But when I said to Kaylee today, offices in the city centre, that got her attention instantly. Because I said to her, when I come into the job centre, I'm going to be coming in with a list. And she was like, you're going to come in with a list? And I went, yeah. Staff, your role at the job centre is what? And then the penny dropped through the slot. And she realised I work in a job centre. And Paul's asking questions. And then she started to smile and says, yes, we will accommodate you. I went, that's what I want to hear. Brilliant. Is it Lucy Owen from BBC Wales? No. It's Lucy Barnaby. Or it could be Lucy Wilson. You don't know. You should do your own merch. Well, what I was looking at, I did a video call with Swagbox, who are in Sheffield. Swagbox do t-shirts, hoodies, etc., etc., etc. However, I can't get the colour combination the way I want it. That's the downside. Now, and what I want to say to you all is this. Right now, we've been live 23 minutes. And we've only got 3 legs. There's 25 years here. Get hitting the button. It costs you earlier, right? Just before I came on, young Aaron Pearson, out in Korea. And right at the beginning, 66 people watch. And they don't even hit the like. The young lad has got 60,000 people, and not one of them does that and subscribes. Matty Renton, same. Rubenstein, the same. What is going on, man? What is going on? We are coming to a brand new football season where, at the moment, at this precise moment in time, it does not look good. Give you that. I will give you that. It does not look good. But maybe we'll have to raid teams in Europe. And the one thing I want to see more than anything else with Newcastle United, take the wage structure, put it on a table, get a £50 mallet and smash it into smithereens. Obliterate the wage structure, because it is a chain around Newcastle United's neck. It's a chain where nobody wants to come here. Nobody. They all prefer Manchester United, who aren't in Europe, and other teams. So we've gone backwards instead of forwards. That is utterly insane. I'm bored with football. The Premier League is rigged. All teams are feeder teams for the top 6. Pete, you could be right. You could be right. No one player has chosen. Yes, Sesko has chosen Manchester United. That's what Adam Pearson was talking about. That is what Matty Renton was talking about. Same thing with Rubenstein. Exactly the same script. I want to join Manchester United because Manchester United are paying Brian Mbeumo £250,000 a week. I want the same. And who is doing the recruitment? Traditionally bigger teams than us. That's the harsh truth. Point. Good point. But oh, guess what? There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Bye. Time waster. Bye. Bye. Some people absolutely can't stand. They hate. They hate with a passion. And that person, Daryl, is exactly one of them. And every single time he comes in, straight out. Every single time. I have not got the time. I have not got the patience for people like Darrow. So don't even try it. I'm sick of people like you claiming we're not big enough. We've got zero knowledge of what's going on inside the club. David, do you think Liverpool are taking us for a ride? As far as I'm aware, they don't have the money. As far as I'm aware, they haven't put any money on the table. As far as I'm aware, according to what I heard this afternoon, one person saying that they've had negotiations. Well, how can you have negotiations when a player's phone is turned off? No, they don't. No, they don't. Because if they did have the money, it'd be on the table. End of. So there we go. And Liverpool paid out a rather big fee for a player who might become a legend. Same player went to one of the biggest teams in the world. Think about his time with PSG and what happened. So yeah. There's also talk PSG making a huge bid for Palmer. Crazy, but true. Ekateki, yeah. Without Alexander Isak, he has a contract for three years. You've got to buy out that contract. And I don't believe you can. Yeah. He was 18 behind Messi, Neymar, but he had to leave. And it's possible, it is possible you have a fabulous player. But there's also the possibility 18 months' time that he moves on again. That's a possibility because nobody knows what's going to happen in football. Nobody. It's a cruel old world. Now, so, and I'll see if she's going to ring me, video call again. I've had a few video calls. So, yeah, might get a video call. And the one thing I was happy about today is them down at Upper Parliament Street. They are happy. I would like, David saying, I would like to see carry out negotiations, teach Andy Howe a thing or two. Well, you know when the rumour happened that the chairman was going to speak, chairman flew into Newcastle. What was said? Because there's nothing on the news. Nothing. At all. There's no sound of a player flying out to Korea. So what's actually going on? And who knows who knows what's going on? Nobody. Because Newcastle United are trying to be like MI5, MI6, and why? Why are we trying that? Go and get the players we need. And Matty said it, Adam said it, Robert said it. Don't dilly-dally. Just go in there, get the players, and then we've got a new season. Because right now, Alanga, Arron Ramsdale has arrived for his medical, but nobody else. And apparently, the deal with Alanga was our ex-player, Elliot Anderson, turned around and saying to him, look, get yourself up north. So yeah, crazy but true. Now, where we go next? Where do we go next? Do we go into Europe? Or do we go down into the Championship? Or, Lord forbid, do we go down to League One? Because no players in the Premier League want to come. This is an utter shambles. From us winning the Carabao Cup, all of those celebrations, now look at the mess. To the Geordie faithful, how do they feel about it? Because I am absolutely furious. I mean, I know there's some people, because I've heard them, expressing their opinion, but I'm not going to do that other side. I never will, but some have, where the use of profanity, that's not my style, never was. But seriously, whatever the chairman has said to Alexander Isak, let's get it out there, man, in public. I would assume that the chairman's turned around and says, "You go nowhere. You are going nowhere." But whether that's happened, well, your guess is as good as mine. Right. So, chat appears to have frozen. It hasn't moved. That isn't good. Why is it not moving? No. The last one was just for the laugh. He was 18, and that was a while bit. So, the hope is this. We've got 2 days, I think, and then we play at Tottenham. Then we come back home. I pray we get deals done. I pray. Oh, by the way, you see the See it? Yeah. To all of those people who said, he's gannin bald. Rosemary oil. It does work. So yeah. And you can even see just that little tiny bit there. Right? Most guys go bald. Yeah. Yeah. Proof. So, wishing you all a fabulous evening. And I will catch everybody 11:30 in the morning. So, be there or be square. And thank you.